During my Mediterranean cruise, I was lucky enough to go to Naples, and I was able to get a tour to Pompeii. Now, I've been wanting to go to Pompeii since the 1960s. The first time I saw the National Geographic magazine showing the plaster casts of the people who died there, it was just mesmerizing. Here is us pulling into Naples Harbor. It was really cool looking. This is my first view of up at Pompeii. Here is the amphitheater. Pompeii is a well-preserved ancient Roman city, 14 miles south of Naples. It's at the base of Mount Vesuvius, an active volcano. In the year 75 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted and sent ash, pumice, and other debris pouring down on Pompeii, quickly covered the city up to more than 9 feet, and killing many people, and caused a lot of the roofs of houses to fall. Then the next day, there was more surge of lava and heated gases, which poured down into the city, and it killed all of the remaining residents who hadn't been killed the previous day, unfortunately. So Pompeii remained buried for centuries under this layer, and it was between a total of between 19 and 23 feet deep. So because this happened, it really sort of protected it from vandalism over the next 17 centuries, because it kept it intact, and people sort of forgot exactly where it was. The ruins at Pompeii were first discovered late in the 16th century, but work to excavate it did not begin until the mid-1700s. That work done in the 1700s and the 1800s, unfortunately, was sort of haphazard and did a lot of damage. This Italian archaeologist, Giuseppe Fiorelli, also developed the technique which so captivated me in the National Geographic. The bodies disintegrated, but it left a hollow in the volcanic ash, and he developed the technique of pouring cement into that. Then they would carefully chip away the outside volcanic ash that had hardened, and you were left with a concrete figure of how this person had died. And here's one of them. I mean, it's fascinating but terrifying and so sad, because you can see the person trying to protect his face. Anytime you saw this sort of an opening at the front of a building, it meant it was a store. They said this means it was a sliding door. And then here is one, a store. This was the Pompeii version of fast food. This was right on the street, on a very busy street, lots of people walking by, and each of these is a pot that would have some sort of food in it, and they would order it and get it to go. Okay, because this is part of the tour, I am going to include something that's not nearly as somber as the rest. It's quite funny, like all port towns throughout history. Pompeii was a port town back in this day, and as soon as these sailors got off of their ships, the owner of the local brothel wanted to tell them where they could find some female company for a price. And they could not put up an actual ad. So this guide is pointing his guide sign down towards an emblem. This is pointing, telling the people, turn sort of left here, kind of go at a left angle here, and you will find the lupanar, which is the name for a brothel. So here's the inside of the lupanar. And you'll see up on the left, there's a menu of pictures. And because so many of the customers would be foreigners, they wouldn't speak the same language, they would point to what they wanted, I suppose as many as they wanted, and then the prostitute would tell them the price. There's the bed. So the tour of Pompeii did not disappoint me, which was amazing considering how long I'd been waiting to see it. The next time I go, I would probably not go on a tour. I would stay in the nearby town and get a ticket and spend all day. There was more to see than we had allotted for the tour. But I was very happy with what we could see in 4 hours there. It was really an amazing sight, and I recommend, if you're anywhere in the area, to go see it. Thanks for watching.